Mohammed Omar, M-O-H-A-M-E-D, O-M-A-R, last name, and I'm the executive director of Dar al-Farouk. Around 5 a.m. this morning, there was a huge explosion happened in the the direction of the imam's room that we didn't know at that time. So then followed the fires went off the fire alarm, and then we kind of figured out that one of our congregation member came out immediately, and he saw a truck fleeing from the parking lot, running very high speed. And the congregation member told us that person who was leaving, after he left, there was smoke coming out from the window, and he came inside and and talked to us that there's smoke coming from here. And then we called the fire, the 911, and police came and fire department came. And they're still investigating, and we don't know, a lot of detail from it, and it's not yet unfolded from the authorities. So that's what I would say. But my message to the community is: we hope this is our center, and this is our, this was the first prayer for the day, and we hope that this will be the last, and we won't see any problems. And thank you for you guys coming.
Good afternoon. My name is Father Dennis Zarin. I'm the pastor of Nativity of Mary Church here in Bloomington, and I've been authorized to speak on behalf of the Archbishop of St. Paul in Minneapolis and of all of the people of the Archdiocese of St. Paul in Minneapolis to offer our condolences. And obviously we are always going to stand together with people of goodwill to promote peace and to denounce any forms of senseless violence. So we pledge to you our prayers and our solidarity as we go forth from here.
Curtis DeYoung, C-U-R-T-I-S-S-D-E-Y-O-U-N-G, CEO of the Minnesota Council of Churches. It's a tragedy that we have to gather here today, but we are here showing solidarity and support for Muslims, not only in this center, but Muslims across our state and our country who are under these kinds of attacks. We have a special affinity to Dar al-Farouk because we have celebrated iftar dinners here through our Taking Heart program. What I would say is an attack on a mosque is an attack on a synagogue, is an attack on a church, it's an attack on all faith communities. And so we stand with you, 1 million Protestants in Minnesota.
Hello, my name is Simon Troutman, S-I-M-O-N-T-R-A-U-T-M-A-N-N. I'm city councilor for the city of Richfield and a congregant to Cedar Valley Church, which is just a few blocks down the road. On behalf of our city, we say we love our Somali and our Muslim neighbors. We stand in solidarity with them. And like Reverend Curtis DeYoung said, this is not just an attack on a mosque, this is an attack on our community. And whatever the intentions were of the individuals that may have done this, our intentions here are to show love and to show support. And the consequence of this action will be an outpouring of love and support for our Muslim neighbors. So we say this with one voice. We say we love you guys, and we're glad you're here, and we're glad you're our neighbors. Thank you.
We're glad you're American.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning. My name is Nashina Hussain, N-A-U-S-H-E-E-N-A, last name Hussain, H-U-S-S-A-I-N, and I'm the Executive Director of Reviving Islamic Sisterhood for Empowerment. It's really, really unfortunate that we are here this morning gathered. I guess it's this afternoon now, but it's very tragic. I'm really happy to see all of our allies show up in solidarity, but I'm going to have to challenge you now, folks. I need you to step up even more. We have been doing a lot of interfaith dialogue work, and now I think we need more faith in action. I'm really calling on all of you that you step up and invite your congregants, have more conversation and hard conversations on what is happening around us today. We cannot do this alone, and we need your help now more than ever. Help us get there and to continue to make Minnesota a welcoming and inclusive community. Thank you.
Yes. Hamdi Al-Sawaf, Hamdi Hamdy, Al-Sawaf, ELSAWF, the President of the Board of the Islamic Community Center of Minnesota, located in Northeast Minneapolis. In the name of God, most gracious and most merciful, I greet all of you with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God Almighty upon all of you, with all of you. We gather together today, hands in hands and shoulder to shoulder, to give a very clear and precise message. Well, not only the Muslims who do have this message, but it is Muslims, Christians, Jews, people of faith all over. We believe that the values of our religion totally, absolutely against what happened today, what happened yesterday, what happened the day before, even anything would happen in the future. We assure those who do not have the consciousness of who we are, we will never come to our knees in front of them. We will keep resisting till we assure that the value of this country are in the highest level ever.
Yes.
It cannot be perpetrated by one individual or a group of people or a group of terrorists. We're here all together in order to defend the values of our country, the values of our faith, the values of our people. No matter what happened, small or big, it will never scare us. It will never bring us to our knees. We're here to help each other, to support each other. We will never forget what happened to our synagogues. We will never forget what happened to our churches. We will never forget what happened to our masjid. But all of you around with this wonderful gathering today, in order to show the support, not only for Dar al-Farouk Islamic Center, not only for the community of Bloomington, not only for the faith community in Minnesota, but all over America and all over the world. We're here to work together as hard as we can, as much as we can, in order to be safe and secure together.
Yes.
To tell you the truth, we Muslims cannot do it by ourselves alone. We Jewish people cannot do it by ourselves alone. Christian, you name anyone, if we're not united enough to rebuild all of what is happening, will be failing. But I assure you, by God's almighty help, support, grace, and mercy, we will do it together. Stand united as much as you can. Thank you so much for all of you. I'm so grateful and thankful to God Almighty and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melvin Carter. I'm honored to be here on this terrible occasion. I stand here with you, Imams. I stand here with you, and I appreciate the outpouring of love and support here. As an African-American man, as a Christian man, the imagery of seeing a place of worship firebombed during prayer is one that I know, that we all should know, that we cannot take lightly in our community. This is something that I stand with every single person who's here to say this has no place in Minnesota, this has no place in America, this has no place in our community. We have to stand against this type of violence, and standing against violence means standing for love. It means standing for unity. It means standing for our neighbors who are the same as us and who are different than us. It means standing with each other to say we are beautiful and we are strong because we're different and because we're together. I thank everybody who showed up today. This is an important outpouring of support and love, and I just am here to stand with our community as we say we are a community about love, not about hate, not about violence, not about oppression, not about division. We stand together. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Fartun Wali, F-A-R-T-U-N, last name is W-E-L-I. I'm the Executive Director of ISRUN. We serve Somali women and their families. I'm here to express my sadness, but also I want to stress that we are a resilient community, and we have seen this kind of a terror attack that happened. So I want to tell my fellow Minnesotans, stay strong. Let's communicate to each other. Let's figure out our stereotypes and our issues, that our scarf doesn't represent oppression. We need to talk to each other and comfort one another. And here's what I can tell you. Our community is going to move forward while the law enforcement and everyone else deals with this issue. Stand strong, and we will go through this issue as togetherness. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is the Reverend Tom Duke, T-O-M-D-U-K-E. I'm coordinator of the St. Paul Interfaith Network and a member of the Executive Committee of the Twin Cities Interfaith Network. We, as with the others, stand in condemnation of these terrible kinds of acts of violence which do terrorize our brothers and sisters in our own communities, and we condemn them in the strongest terms. I also want to speak to our brothers and sisters of all religious congregations and say that while we're not guilty, we are responsible, and our standing back or standing quiet is not acceptable in these times. We must all ensure that within our faith communities we are taking active steps to overcome the religious illiteracy that is too prevalent especially within our majority communities. So our group and many other interfaith groups represented here today stand ready to be resources to facilitate dialogue, interaction, cooperation, working together to address these kinds of problems, but many others in our community. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Arthur Murray. I'm pastor at Transfiguration Lutheran Church here in Bloomington, and I'm here representing the ELCA, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, the Minneapolis Synod, and standing with our brothers and sisters, the people of faith of Bloomington. Attack on any one of our places of worship is an attack on all of our places of worship, and I recommit ourselves, the 8 ELCA Lutheran congregations in Bloomington, to be stronger partners with our Muslim brothers and sisters, and to commit ourselves to working together for faith and justice and peace in our community. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Mahmoud Kanyare, M-A-H-M-U-D. My last name is K-A-N-Y-A-R-E. As every speaker has said, an attack on a mosque is like an attack on a synagogue or church or any other worship place. So the only question I have left for all of us is, can we all come together as people? Yes. Can we all come together as people? I have a small chant that I want to end this with. It's a chant that will bring us together. And the chant is, I'll be saying together, and all of you are going to be saying we can, and I'll say together, and then you will say we will. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Together? We can. Together? We will. Together? We can. Together? We will. Together? We can. Together? We will. This is our place. This is all of our worship places. This is Minnesota. This is what we are about. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gail Anderson, G-A-I-L-A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N from Empathy Works. First, I'd like to say that we have a great interfaith gathering here today, and I also want to make a note that it is Shabbat, and we have heard from the JCRC and our Jewish colleagues that they are also standing in solidarity here, but it is their holy day, so they're not able to speak. I just want to say that I have been an interfaith activist for over a decade, and I'm not afraid of Muslims. I'm not afraid of Muslims because I know Muslims, and I understand the religion. And if you're afraid of Muslims, maybe that says a little bit more about you than it says about Muslims. So please take advantage. If you're out there and you're feeling uneasy or queasy about Muslims, take advantage of all the opportunities that are around to get to know our Muslim neighbors. There is nothing to be afraid of. And anyone who thinks throwing a bomb into some place called a youth and family center is going to solve any problems is the problem, not Muslims.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you. If any of you would like to talk to anybody who has spoken in more detail, please let us know and we'll make those interviews available.
Yeah, so we can do individual interviews if anybody wants. So this ends the press conference. Thank you all very much.
How do we make donations?
You can make donations, brother. Come here. Can you collect all the donations? Anyone wants to make a donation, give it to this brother in red. And this is Muhammad Omar. He's the executive director. This is Sheikh Walid. He is the imam whose office was firebombed. Anybody wants to talk to them one-on-one or just shake hands with them, you can do that. Thank you. This is Mr. Melvin Carter. He is the mayor of St. Paul. Are you still with the governor's office? Tom. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What?